Alrighty, welcome back. We got her outside taking a visual, and that's what we got outside for. I wanted to take a visual. I've been spending, when the camera goes down, that's when I've been spending the time doing some grinding. I've been using a hard disc, a flapper wheel, a cutting wheel. I've been using whatever it takes to grind the weld down. I can see there's a lot of grinding marks, grinding stuff still on it. This is what it's looking like on this side. It's pretty well welded up, except for the bottom of the hood and the top of the bottom of the hood, I guess. That's not welded yet. We want to take the hood off. We'll weld it that way. We still have to do some work down here. The bottom of the doors are not in that great a shape. They've got filler on them. They've got pinholes in them. They've got rust on them. We're going to push it back in. I am going to cut it off. There's a hole here. It must have been some moldings that went on there at one time. I'm going to find the hole, measure, go from the hole here. I'm going to draw a straight line all the way across. I'm going to cut the bottom of the door skins off, and we're going to make new bottoms. We're going to make a new bottom for this truck, car, whatever you want to call it. Going to get the fender tied in there to the sill nice. But you can basically see what's going on. Yeah, you can see what's going on. Aidyn's welding up the door handles right now, which is doing a good job. We got one tacked in on the other side. Now he's doing the other one. Basically, I wanted to get outside and just take a look at it. Jolene will take a walk around it and show you. This side has not been ground yet. It's quite a job to grind it. Let's face it, it's quite a job, but you just take your time. And basically what you want to do is you want to grind the weld and nothing else. When we get it all welded and all ground, we're going right over to the big old sandblaster, and she'll become shiny new metal. There's been a lot of discussion on the headlights. Take a visual from the side and from the front, and if you want to write in and say whether you like or dislike, we'll do a little poll on it, because I can come in here and I can cut that weld, pull them off, get down to the original ones where they're there, because I didn't cut them off yet. This stuff where it's welded on the side of the hood, I cut that stuff off later. I just find it nicer, that's all. Generally you'll find, yeah, it's looking pretty good. Joey, you want to take a walk around it? Joey's just going to take a walk around it, and then we'll shove it back indoors. You can see what it looks like. That side has not been ground yet. You're looking at 4 hours to grind that side. That's what you're looking at to grind. What I've got ground on this side, I'm thinking about 3 to 4 hours to grind that off, do a good job, not hit the other metal if possible. Aidyn's been here for, this your fifth day? Fifth day, and he's welding pieces in already. That's pretty good, man, when you start welding pieces in vehicles on your fifth day. Not many people even let you weld on something in fifth day. But that's where we're at. It's looking good. Check my mic, sweetheart. Just give it a whack. Is it okay? Alrighty, let's push it back in. I'm going to let Aidyn do the door handle, and I'm going to come in here and start cutting the bottom off. We'll get to see what it looks like and what I have to do to sheathe it. I'm going to just cut this off. Don't know where I'm going when I cut it off, because we know there's an inside door there. We do. Don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. Not sure, but we're going to cut it off, make a new skin for this. And there's another lot of weld. We're going to have to weld all the way across there, all the way across there, and all the way along the sill down the bottom. So we really are working for it. We are working for it. It's not looking bad. I think it's going to look pretty good once we get it all one color, or only maybe even 2 colors. We'll push her back inside. We'll cut some bottom of the doors off. We'll see what we got. Let's give her a heave-ho, man. All right. Seems to push all right, doesn't it?
Yeah, she rolls.
Just a second now. Turning one way or the other, are we? Got lots of room on your side. I just want to turn
a bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. We'll get her up over the hump there, and then we'll stop. How close are you now?
A little bit.
See if we can't do that a little bit there. Too far over?
she's a little close this side.
All right, I'm gonna put jack underneath that end. We'll pull it over. But I wanted to get a visual. It's in the paint room. Wanted to see what it looked like, and we want you to see what it looks like. It looks pretty cool. Just gonna pull it over this way a little bit and give Aidyn a little room. Like to have all I can get. Push, Aidyn, push. Push. Awesome. So, Aidyn's going for this side. He has put this one in. Now he's putting this one in. He's just gonna, you can clean that, take that die grinder, just take that filler out of there because it won't weld for you. He's made his own piece. Just took a piece of paper, made a pattern, Beverly sheared it, grindered it, made it round. Now it's his piece. I'm going to the other side. I'm cutting off the doors. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut off the doors. And basically what I'm doing is I want to run a straight line with here and just run it all the way straight across. Just do a good job. I'll take a grinder, my gloves on. I want to find another hole. I see they have them all covered. To me like it might be a hole there. I just guessed and found it. You can tell what has fill, there's no rust. Wherever there's rust, there's no fill. There she be. Let me find another one. They were probably trying to customize it years ago, just covering the holes up, trying to make it smooth it off, I guess. I'm going to cut it off, not smooth it off. And I'm going to cut it off probably fairly quick. We'll cut off the plasma cutter. I don't think there's nothing in there that I can harm. And if there was something in there I could harm, I would not cut it off there. We're going to Lead East this year, if I haven't told you yet. I'm probably going to remind you every video, but we're going to Lead East. Get yourself a room there. Get yourself a room. Come and enjoy the fun. It's supposed to be the biggest 50s party going. And that stuff is going by the wayside very quickly as time flies by. It's something that a lot of people will never get to experience, and everybody should experience it, you know. Like I say before, or I said all the time, no one knows until you've actually been there or seen it. No one knows. That's what I got going on there. On a door skin, you have the skin, and it comes over. You have the inner construction. This comes over here, bends over the inner construction, and it goes in towards there and bends over. There's a little lip on this side. It goes over and then tucks in. There's a little lip on the other side, but that thick. That's what holds it on. It goes all the way around. So if you ever want to skin a door or something, and you can just cut the edge all the way around. It'll skin it off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. I'm going to go along there, skin that thing, and then we'll cut it off. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a grinder right along the edge of the door. We're going to cut the skin off this bad boy. Just a minute. Let me think now. What's going on here? What I have to realize is the car is not perfectly straight. It's not perfectly straight. No, it is not. I'm not sure. We're gonna make this in 2 pieces. But it has a little raise in the center. I want it to come out a little bit high in the center and then tuck back in. That's what I'm going for. And I just want to make sure that I cut off the right door to start with. I'm going to cut off the front one. What the heck? Aidyn's even hitting things with a hammer. That's good. That's good. No doubt in my mind, he's trying to make it flush. Probably shouldn't have whammed that all the way down like that. It makes it hard to get the grinder disc off. But I was just using it. Aidyn is using the air on that side where he's putting the piece in the door handle. He's using the air. And the reason being he's using the air is because he's putting more heat in one area and he wants to make sure he keeps it cool. Isn't that right, Aidyn?
Yepper.
I knew he'd say yes. I knew he'd say yes. And the basic reason you don't want air on that because he does not want to warp anything that we have got constructed so far. That's all. It's not a bad thing. I'm going to get the plasma cutter out, cut the top of the door off. It just seems quicker and faster. Ugh. 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 Come on off. We get her tangled up there a bit, we do. Ugh. Wow. Wow. Not something I like getting out all the time, I can tell you that by the looks of it. Wow. Alrighty. Spotting it where it's flush, and then he's beating it down where it's not, and making it flush. Aren't you, Aidyn? Yes, I am, he says. Yes, I am. Alrighty. Want to get some air tucked in this bad boy. Excuse me, sweetheart. Jolene's looking mighty fine today. Feeling good today, baby? Jolene feels good today. It's a great day. I hope everybody liked the visual that we showed outdoors. I liked it. I wanted to see it. That's why it was out there. I wanted to see it. So I'm going to cut that door skin off. Here we go. Cutting that body fill or not. We got to remember that's all body fill there, I suppose. Not cutting it at all, that body fill in there. Ah! Make me ugly. Should have known better. Should have known better. Got body fill on there. Let's cut it off. Shitty, hey? Didn't like that. Wish it would have just cut off. Now I got to grind it off. Oh well. Take that screw out. I ruined it! It's over. Can't put it back together. That's not true. That's not true. That would never happen because we'd make something else out of it. And that's the way it rolls, you know. That's why I always say the old car usually generally tells you what it wants done. Over there. Peekaboo! I see you. Alrighty. Pull the sucker right off. I like that in there. Good inner construction there. I like it. It's cool. I don't mind that inner construction there at all. Not one bit. I like it. Come on. Heidi-ho, neighbor. Heidi-ho. Heidi-ho, neighbor. That fender's got a gwin to fit that sill. I know that for sure. I know that for sure. I am going to leave. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to clean this up. That's where I'm going to put my door skin on. It's nice. Cut this back a little bit because I can put. This stuff here, you never know when you get into it what you're going to get into. But it's fun to do it right in front of your very eyes, you know. As I cut that door off, I had no idea what I'm getting into. And it's okay. It's all good. Everything looks good. Everything looks good. Want to get this little piece out of here. Alrighty. Got a little piece down here I want to cut. That fender's got to go in there. It's got to go in there, man. I'm going to cut this. I have a piece of metal that's still in the door that's holding the fender out. So I'm just trying to cut that out. You can see that. Trying to get that fender flush with that is what I'm trying to get. There we go. Ooh, it looks good now. I'm going to pull this out of the way. And you can see I would have had to replace the bottom of the door skin on this. There's your lip. There's the corner that's rotted out. Would have had to fix it. The corner over there is kind of rotted. So we're just going to heave-ho this. It's funny, the amount of metal. Like there's a lot more over there. The roof's over there. The amount of metal that I've cut out of this car is quite something else. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get the fender to fit, and I'm going to tack it down on the sill, because that's where it's supposed to. That's where I want it to fit, because we're all being one now. Ah. And I'm gonna beat away like that, and then yeah, I gotta touch it. Get a welder. Tank has to be changed, does it not? Aidyn, you want to come help me for a second? Sure. I'll tell your welder. I'll back it up. You told your 2 cords. Grab your ground. It's always nice to have somebody welding while I'm doing something. That way I can grab them and use them. Like I'm going to use Aidyn to weld up this. That thing probably didn't have any ground. It's probably why it didn't cut. But whatever. Alright, we're going up to the. Let's kick that out of the way. That's not on no more, is it? We'll turn that off. Unplug that. That'll punch a hole in you if you want. Just a sec. We're going right here down here. Yeah, I'm going to just get you back a little bit. Alrighty. You're going to connect. And if you can get it around there, be great. I'm going to get you to connect the door. Here, I mean the sill to see the fender there? How it fits here right flush? Yeah, nail her together, will you? Just go ahead. Can you nail it a little bit better? Yeah. Sure you can. Alrighty. Aidyn has found out that cleaner metal welds better than rusty metal, but we don't care here.
We'll make do.
We'll make do, right? We'll do it when we sandblast it. I'm going to hit that a little bit harder. And weld that right there. So, I can get that fender in straight tonight. I gotta get that, I gotta have my fender straight too. I gotta have it all. Gotta have it all. Fender straight and all. I gotta have it. Got a brace there. That's all right. That's gotta be. I see more now. All right. Cool. You can, if you got your air.
Yep.
You can weld that up if you like. Well, maybe it'll be in my way there a little bit. You got more to do on that side?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you go back on the other side. I'm going to give his welder back to him. We're going to just carry it back over. I am going to flange the door. Good?
Thanks, sir.
No problem, thank you. I'm going to flange the door on this side. I'm going to flange the door so I can lay a piece of metal on there. I'm going to clean this edge up. That edge looks good. Pull this out. Looks good. Gotta knock the door skin off first. Will keep me off. I have the inside layer here. This is a lip that goes on the inside. I just want to knock it down flush with this one so when I lay the metal on it, it's not interfering. So what's going on here is my metal's going to go over here. We're going to butt weld it to the fender. We're going to butt weld that down there together. We're going to lap this here. We're going to put a little flange on it. We're going to lap this all the way along here. We're going to butt weld it down here on the sill and lay it on here, and then that'll be closed off. When I pick this piece on, I'm going to take it across here and weld to this instead of the post here, and we'll do the exact same thing with the back door. So I want to do the front one first. So we're actually putting a skin on the door, but it's not coming back open, and we're not making a flange on the other side. There's tar, I don't know, tar, undercoating, whatever you want to call it, on the back side of this. So I'm going to take it off and zip cut. Can't see. I can't see. I got something in my eyes. Just play a little bit more. That flanger doesn't work good when there's stuff up in there. Don't want to hurt nothing. No, I don't. I've been using the small zip cuts that I've been throwing away usually for doing a lot of grinding. I've got these little things here and I use these for this. I try to only hit the weld when I'm grinding. Only hit the weld, but that's what I'm using the small ones for. I'm going to grab some air. So basically, we are going to... I really like the idea of having that off right now. I can see Frenching something in that. We're going to put the skin on first. Put the skin on first. We'll French something later. It's just like the grill here. As I have it outdoors, I have drawn where Putt made his grill. Now would be the time to cut this out and build the grill that he had. Now, because now we have the structure to build it. To build the structure, then go to the structure. A little bit harder. Now I've got it going there. Now I could make it. Same with the door. Alrighty. I want the broom just for a second. Where'd you put the broom at, sweetheart? Just want the broom for a second. One of them will fine. Thank you. We're going underneath for a while. Where it's going. Now, I'm just going to make a skin for this now, I guess. Basically it. Going to make a skin. Oh yeah, got to flange it. Put my flanging tool right there. Went to get my air. Got messed up. And the reason I'm flanging it, it will just set it in so it's flusher. Use less filler. Yeah. And to butt weld it on, I don't want to go through all that labor, that process to try to butt it on. And then when you get in the inside, it looks like shit. So basically, I just lap it in places. Places where filler is going on, and you're going to cause, places where you're going to put filler on, and by not lapping it, or by butt welding it, you're going to get a little less filler. That's good. But if you can see where you've butt welded it on the other side, I generally lap it. And the reason I say I generally lap it, because the amount of work you have to do, if I butt welded a quarter panel on, you have to get on the inside and grind it all off. I don't want to do that. I just want to weld the outside. But when you butt something, you must realize when you go to look at it from the other side, it looks like not very good. It doesn't look very good. When you lap it, I find that you can seam seal it and it's over. There's no more work involved. That's all. There's no more work involved. But make sure, it's your project, you do it the way you want to do it, that's for sure. But in the end, when you do it, you have to take a look for yourself what it looks like when you lap it or when you butt weld it. Take a look for yourself, and then you can make your own mind up. Just because you butt weld it doesn't mean there's less filler. What if you butt welded it and warped it all to pieces? You've got a mess. When you lap it, it gives you a little more strength. Come on. Hard to believe where'd I put that little knife at? Hard to believe there's undercoating way up there underneath the door handles. Oh, you're making me ugly. Making me ugly. Come on. Alrighty. just got to step back there a little bit. Also, when I flange that, if anything is behind it, it doesn't prime back up, it runs down. Now, I need a piece of, I'm running Bristol board, I think, baby. I'm back to the old gym's floor. There's a full sheet. Don't rip my green. I want my green. All right. This is not what I'm interested in doing, is ripping Bristol board apart, the tape. But it's what I got. Wasn't interested in that, nope. Alrighty. I'll pull that in a little bit. I'm going to grab some tape. How you making out, Aidyn?
Doing good.
Looks good, man. Looks good. Looks good. You can feel the heat though, can you?
Yeah.
Good. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Just trying to get my Bristol board on the line. That's what I want. I want it down. There we go. I want it. So, I think me and Jolene today will buy some Bristol board, won't we, baby? Huh? Replace this old stuff. Knee pads or shin pads. The end was cut there. I want a straight edge. I'll use this straight edge. Just go beyond there a little bit. Doorbell's going off. The dog bell. Huh? Heats her up. Alrighty. Got my tape on. Nope, I want to go all the way over here. Make sure that the Bristol board is down in the where I want it. Take it up a little bit. Okay, you can see that we're down in that little gully where the Bristol board's ending. That's where I want it. Okay. Just keep going with some tape there. I gotta get down, haven't I? I've gotta get down. I don't know what you do when you get down on your back. Just get up, I guess. Alrighty, got a marker in my pocket. Let's mark this thing. I can see where the fender is. All right on there. All right. Have to find it where the sill is. Probably have to go a little bit longer than that. Yeah, I'm going to make it a little bit longer than that on the bottom. And on the top is good, so that's my skin. So my skin is going to go there, it's going to weld on the exact same spot. And then when I cut the back one off, it'll come right directly and we'll weld right onto this one. And we're going across there and weld up to there. We'll butt weld that together, just like that. Alrighty. Pattern made. I got a bench right there. We'll use the back of the cab. I'm just going to cut that with the pair of scissors. Excuse me, sweetheart. What now, would you? Now we know, or know, you know, when you go cutting in there, that we'll just going to go a little bit more. Going to go probably an eighth more than, probably quarter meter or more maybe. Aidyn, you satisfied with your stuff that you did?
I am indeed.
Good. You're happy, I'm happy. Well, I shouldn't say that. I'll hide it on you. Didn't say that. Just cutting this off. I'll get you to help me roll a piece of metal. How's that?
Alright, sounds good.
Tuck that over. If you can get, maybe bring another bench in from outside and jeez. I don't want my pattern to fall apart, that's all. We'll set it right over here. You can hang your helmet on something. You get laying down, you get scratched in your front, and you'll be getting a new helmet before we will. Come on. That thing moves like a donkey's ass. Thank you. Cycle. Excuse me, sweetheart. I'm gonna get a piece of metal behind you. All right. Want to pull this piece of metal? Grab this piece of metal here, Aidyn. Yeah. I'll help you here in a second. Just be careful. It's sharp. Yeah, just walk up to your end, put it on the bench. This is 18 gauge. It's what I use generally is 18 gauge all the time for everything. Generally. It's my go-to. This is my pattern. This is my pattern. I fold my tape under because I don't need it. There's just to hold it on. Just to hold it on. I'm hoping that the bottom is cut straight. Well, it doesn't look that straight, but I'm going to make it straight. And the reason I'm going to do that is, you can see that I put the pattern on there, I even left some on there. I'm going to leave this straight no matter what because the sill is probably straight, or I'm hoping it sort of is. So I'll just trace off what I have. That's extra. If I have to shear it off, it's because I didn't follow the pattern. Right on, Aidyn? Right on. Right on. I'll get you to try to get your welder to the other side. I'll just unplug you here so you can take it. Get out. You get your welder to the other side, get it to where you like it, and be ready for some action. Ready for some action. Alrighty, I'm going to use the plasma cutter. We've got it plugged in, got it ready to rock and roll. It was not the thing to use on the door because the filler, it might not have had a good connection or a good ground, maybe not. But it cut quickly off with the zip cut. So we went with it. But where we're going with this here, I don't want to warp it up too much. Glasses. Right there. Gotta turn the welder on. Nope, gonna need air. There's quite a mess on this side, so there's a little bit of work for you as you get over here. You like that rolling thing, do you? That one don't work that good, does it, huh?
Not too
No, that one would piss you off in a hurry, huh? It smells a rock and it don't want to roll, does it? It smells something and it don't want to roll. But anyways. That's okay. That's what we deal with every day, isn't it? That's what we deal with every day. What I'm going to get you to do is, maybe we'll just get you to clean up just here a little bit. Yeah. Just grab the tools and just maybe back them up a little bit. And maybe pull your welder all the way up here and hook it on up here, like pull it up in here and then, yeah.
I got you.
Alrighty, we're going to cut this, put on a pair of gloves. Man, there's a lot of we've got a lot more welding to do. We got another whole run for the top, another run for the bottom, and 3 zips up. It's quite a bit. Also, it makes it stronger. We're going to make it all one piece, and it's going to look fantabulous. Fabtabulous. Mint, say mint. Come on, Chatty. When you went over to plug the air in and you didn't. Come on. Here we go. I'll want the room right there. Just clean that up a little bit with the grinder stuff because we're going to pull that roller out and we're going to roll that sheet. So we'll just move all the stuff this way if we can. Sorry. And I'm just going to pull it out a little ways, not all the way, just a little ways. I'll get it just after you. Beautiful. I think it means a lot when the ground is right on. Hit it. Oh, I hit it. Trying to save time by cutting it this way and money. No zip cuts. You know exactly what we got to do now. We got to knock the slag off. Perfect. Awesome. Beautiful. That's the way I like it. You just wind your grind, take your welder up in there and get her plugged in on something, or this is a 221, get her plugged in, turned around, and you'll be ready to rock and roll. Just trying to save and grinding it off. Well done, Aidyn. Well done. I'm just running here a little bit. You just stand by and anything you want. Alrighty. What I'm hoping is that we're long enough. Get off. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love it. Got a little bit long, I do. See what happens. I'm going to try the roller first before I roll this. And the reason I say that is because I've messed up before, rolled it too much. Roll it too much and it's not good. Just doesn't do it any justice. Just want to do a nice roll job. It's a little much. It's a little. We're putting on a door skin. We want it to fit as best as possible. It hasn't got that much roll in it. So I'm just going to go behind here. A lot of people would use their wheel, an English wheel, to curve that, but I like the roller. It works for me. That's what I would use. It works for me, wouldn't you? All right, Aidyn, come on over, brother. Come on over, man. All right, you want to wind that with you? Actually, I want to try another piece before I do it. Nah, let's go for it. I want it this way, so it's got to roll this way. Yep, yep. You're doing a fine job. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well done. Well done. Door skin. Yeah, it's got a nice curve on it. Nice curve on it. Here we go. Get your welder started up there, old guy. Get your welder started up. What I'll do is we'll tack it along the top so we're comfortable, so we're happy with it. And then I'll go along the bottom. If it's not fitting good, I will zip cut it to make it fit. I've done it before. I'll do it again, and I'll do it again, and again, and again. Right, bud? All righty, man. Oh, come on, I'm okay? You want to check that badass? I mean, that mic? All right. Come on up. Can you come up front instead of behind? And then we'll do the back part. I'm not really too concerned. I'm saying I'm concerned, but I want the front to butt with the fender. No, I want you to tack it. All right. Ah. Fuck. Jeez. It didn't work against you. A pair of gloves sticking in there. All right, let's get this bad boy tacked on here. Alrighty. Can you tack that on right, like right there? Am I on your? See, I'm on your wire. Right? Yeah, just run the top there, yeah. Good. Now when you weld that, I would weld that from the crease of that thing down to the. We'll see what happens here. I gotta put this way down yet. See, we're up there in that crease there. That's good. I'm gonna take that off. I want to go apart. I'll get it zip cut and take that off. That's one thing I'm not afraid to do, is if I put it on there wrong, I told him to connect it, and it's not on there right. Didn't want to cut that. I did. Watch your eyes. sure do tack it on good. Usually they'll fall off, but he tacks her on good, that's for sure. He tacks it on good. All right, now let's tack it. Let's do that. Tack it. Yeah, why not? Is it just a minute? Just a minute. I want to make sure it's tight. Yeah, go for it. Same spot. Burnt me. A little tiny spot right there. See that? Land on my thumb. It did. A little bugger. All right. Let's drop it down here just a bit. Nope. It wants to fit so good there. Let's hit it right there. Just a minute. I want to get up. I want to get up and take a look. Does it need to go in some? It does. I just want to have something to push it in other than my hand. How's that? That sounds about right, doesn't it? I got the little weeby wobby up there. Let's connect that just right above the hammer, okay? Every time when I put the hammer in. Go ahead. Good. Just a little tack. Beautiful. Ah! Too high? Nope. I gotta just knock a little bit. I'm gonna knock a little bit off the top of this with the grinder to get that seam. I'm on the seam there. I'm good there. Got to do it. Got to do it. You got to knock a little bit off. Got to take some sander. Watch your eyeballs for a second. We'll have to remember to put that back on when it comes time. Come on. What a son of a gun, hey? Now she fits. Huh? There she fits. Yay! No sense putting that crease in if I'm not going to use it, right? Do you think? Me neither. Take that. We'll run this in behind and get all the showers out of there. My arm is full of metal. All right, look at it now. Come on, let's rock her on there, man. You're on the, cool. Good job. You remembered. I wouldn't have. Yeah, I think that's going to stay there. All right, let's do it. Let's just go slow. I'm not going to push it into it. One there, just give it a good tack. Good. Awesome. Sorry. That's straight. Yeah. Just trying to keep it. You know what I mean? Yeah. See where's down that little gap? See that little gap there? Oh, that's fine. You can hit again if you like. Cool. Yeah. What's going on right now is that I had to cut that off, get that down because we had it tacked on. I might not cut it straight with the plasma cutter, but we're down inside that pocket that we've made. And there's no sense us making that pocket if we're not going to use it. And I wanted to use it, so here we are. And what I mean by that little pocket, you can see that little indent where he's welding on. It's right in there, and the metal's setting flush. Cool. Buddy was pretty good yesterday. Aidyn was welding, and the guy knew that the speed was going too fast because he could hear it. And he said, "Aidyn, your wire speed's going too fast." And then we couldn't obviously hear him, but we turned it down. But the guy heard, and he knew. So you'll know. You'll know. Go over and turn your wire speed down. Will you not?
It's too fast.
Will you not? All right. All right. Come up. Nope. Come up here. It's gonna weld this together. Let's do right there. Your fender's thicker metal, so it works. Holds it, right? Move the gutter in on it, or flush. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Now I'm going to pull that out. You're going to tack it right there. I don't want to pull it out so it's flush. Yeah, go ahead. And then we'll tuck it back in to just a second. That looks nice. I'm going to leave that a little bit long. You know that? All right, I'm going to get down to my side here. And I'm going to get off your hose so you can do a good weld. I'm going to... Second here. Can you pluck a weld right on that spot I just beat in tight there? Right on the right here, down here. Yeah, on that spot.
That's it.
Yep. Good. Do it again. Do it again.
Got it.
Yeah, cool. I'm just wondering if we should... Yes, we're going to do that. That's for sure. All right. I'll just beat it down. Put the metal tight. Let's get one maybe here. You're going to start down the bottom, run it up. That makes sense, did it? Start at the bottom, run it up. Now I can tell I'm stretching it because you can see the bend in the metal. So you see the little bend in it? Start at the bottom, run it up. Yep, cool. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. Yep. On this application, we'll turn the car upside down and weld it. Not really. Good. Honky tonkin'. I kept the piece, didn't I? Pattern? Hope so, for the other side. Yeah. Go for it. Cute. Yeah, that's button right on, isn't it? Let's put one in between there. That tight. It will be, won't it? Good. Now, we'll just put that right there. Yep, cool. That's basically what's going on. We got one piece running that side. Now we're going to cut the back skin on, and then we're going to run another one. We still should have the exact same shape we had before. We're running flush with the fender. we'll have to make a little piece down there. We'll make a little piece and cover that. We just wanted to get the door skin on with the door first. It's a little hard. We can make our piece for that. We got to weld that up there. All that's got to be welded up there, all the way across the top and all the way along the bottom. And we have 4 of them because we got to make another door skin for this side. I might cut that back a little bit and lay it on that. Cut that back a little bit and lay it on that. There's a lip there, and I can weld it to the lip and butt them both together. How much we at? Alrighty, let's give away a hat or a shirt. That's what we got to do. So you know what Aidyn's going to be doing. Welding. I'll go to the other side and try to get that piece ready. I'll get him once he's over here tacking this one. I'll be over there cutting that one. I'm not going to stay here and cut that one and get in his way. I'll get that one ready, then we'll go over, we'll tack that one on. Then he can go over there and weld that one. Then I'll come over here and cut this one off. He can go over there and play on that one. We'll just go back and forth. And that way there we're not affecting anything, and most everything we can get done is getting done, basically. And that's how we're doing it. And that's how we want to keep that. Aidyn. You're welding it. That's how we want to keep that right there. We want to keep that nice and tight. The issue I guess with warping this would be the down here on the sill from the heat coming up. And we will be on that when we get welding that. We'll be on that like a dose of lice. We will be on it. And we'll make sure that we put the air to it as we weld that, right? Basically, let's give a hat or a shirt away. The computer's right there. We'll put it right. We gotta go down by the door, maybe?
Yeah, I just have to get it.
We'll open her up. I hope that you liked the visual when we pulled it outside. It was nice for me to see. It was nice for Aidyn to see. It was probably nice for Jolene to see. And that was the first time that we all got to see it. And we thought we'd share it with you. Because you're our friends that watch every day. What's that? You don't want that camera on the side of my head, do you? Oh, okay. I got you. Aidyn's cleaning up. Good man, good man. Keeping it organized. For all the new people that are starting jobs, if you find you've got nothing to do, like I told my daughter, grab a broom, start sweeping up. My daughter's 16 years old. She works, and I hope that she keeps busy, because if she don't, she's not listening to Daddy. Alrighty, we're going to wait and see how many comments we get. If anybody has won a hat or won a shirt, you have to contact Jolene, or you have to email Jolene with your information. If you want a hat or a shirt, you have to email Jolene your information. She cannot send you a hat or a shirt with no information. And if you've won something, please contact her. She'll send it to you. I know she will. She's the apple of my eye. 843 comments. Woo-hoo! That's good. 843 comments. Yeah, it's better than a kicking ass with a rubber boot. It could be frozen. Jim Gray. All right, let's go. You should call this car Monster Mash, because it's a monster and you will mash 2 cars together. LOL. That's not a bad name, actually. The Monster Mash. I like that song too. We appreciate your comments. Come back, keep watching. We'll continue building and building and building until the end of time. That's what we like to do, and that's what I continue to do. Signing off.